Hey, good morning. We're here at the Escort facility in Westchester, Ohio, and the guys here at Escort are giving our viewers a very special and unique look. They don't really do this too often, so I'm really grateful for that, to give us a look at some of the operations that Escort's been involved with within the last 2 years. And we have Scott here. You are the production managers, and we have Roy here. He is the director of ops, and we're going to go around and they're really going to open up their shop to give you an idea of the magic that goes on here behind the scenes with Escort's products. So come on, let's take a look and let's have some fun. How's that sound?
Yeah, sounds good. This is some of our customer care text right here.
You want to show
You
that?
can go ahead.
All right, Scott, you want to? You just you got this going. We're going to edit it, and then you can have them pan to these gentlemen.
Yeah. Walk on down this way.
Okay. So this is the customer care section that you were just looking at here.
Data entry, customer comparison.
This is the data entry. And what do those folks do?
The customer repairs when they come in, they record the repairs and then they also set them up for the technicians.
Good morning, guys. Hope you had a good weekend.
This is the MaxCI assembly area.
Now this is really special. This is where all the great stuff is happening with the CI. They used to produce this internationally, and they decided to bring this in. So this assembly is all now American made in the North America, and this is where all the magic's happening. These are essentially very hand assembled. So I think of Rolls Royce or Bentley. These are hand assembled, and in fact, these units, the CI units, the 360 CI, the CI units, are all hand assembled, hand checked, which ensures a very high quality construction because you're going to see all of the steps and checks that these detectors go out before the lucky customers get them. So you want to take us through?
If you walk through over here, you can see the assembly of our displays. We're also assembling the GPS modules.
Can you speak up just a little bit just to make sure?
We're assembling the displays, the GPS modules. Go down further, we're programming our interfaces. Further down, we're starting to assemble our receivers, our M3s and our M7s.
So you see here's the control modules. Good morning, guys. This is the good stuff. This is the M3 and M7 assemblies.
We go further down, we still have more testing of our M7 mainboard receivers. So they're doing testing and soldering of the cables. Over here, there's just some more assembly of the antennas down here.
Look at this, doing this under a microscope.
Yeah.
That takes some steady hands.
We got them.
I guess no drinking over the weekend.
That's correct.
And there's some more delicate soldering over here.
Can you
Soldering
get
on a
close and
small
show this?
board. Yeah, go ahead.
And as you can see here, the M3 and the M7 are tuned with two antennas coming in, one for X-band and then the other for KKA. And that's the unique to the M3 M7 platform.
Some more testing and programming before we get cased up in a watertight
Good morning.
receiver. Good morning.
How you doing?
All right.
Good to see you.
Then we do a final test on the products. We power them up, let them set for an hour after we programmed them, and make sure that there's no failures.
You can see the displays on these units are not the LED based from the previous SDR 9500 CI. They're the nice colorful OLED like you see in the Max series and the newer detectors. You notice here too, the button has been moved from the top. That was a nice thing, so it makes for probably easier accessibility. Everything's in the front. You don't have to worry about getting the power button on the top. So some improvements to the control module.
So something we also do is we also check the airs after an hour. So they've been burning in for an hour. We're able to check the airs. Scott can kind of show you how they do that.
It's in the right whole display room.
It's checking the air log.
No errors.
There was 0 errors. So that's
So the guys are doing their job.
Yeah, guys are doing their job.
That's
We'll do our final test over here.
Can we just, before we go,
Yeah.
can we just say, look at this, guys. If you haven't seen, for those familiar with the M3, this is basically what you're now calling an M3 Plus. So
Yeah.
you've made some improvements to the underlying M3. This is for the rear facing for the 360 series, okay? This is an optional component, or it's built in with the 360 CI, but with the CI you can add this on later. This is an M3, but the real magic's happening here with the, you can see this is a larger housing, and you can see, unlike this one is plastic, Escort changed this to aluminum housing, which is good for heat dissipation naturally as a heat sink, and the seams are more hardy for you know, the rigors of being outside. So that is the what the M7 module looks like. Quite a bit heavier. So there you have it.
This is the final product packed out over here.
Good morning. Pretty cool stuff.
Now these puppies are pretty heavy, right? Did you say
Yeah,
they're
this
up
is
to
the Max.
16
Yeah,
pounds?
yeah. This is the Max CI platform. We've already packed out the Max CI 360s. I'm gonna have a lady unpack one of these real quick so you can kind of see what's inside it. Want to go ahead and unpack this one?
Maybe now this is an open box. Like an open box special.
Oh, shoot. Sorry.
He's always trying to get in the video.
Come on in here. It's one big happy family.
So you can see that right here, this is where you pack out the receiver.
You can see these guys take pride in the assembly here. This
So
is
this is the M7 packed out in here.
Right.
And you can also, the same boxes if you want to have Max CI 360. You
that's
put
where the
M3
M3
in there, yeah.
form would go.
This is your presentation for your interface, your display, and your control, and your GPS. And then if they want
This is
shifters as an
laser.
optional, they can purchase the laser shifters a la carte, or if they buy the Max CI 360, they come with that.
Okay. It's about the people at the end of the day. It's about the people. There's Larry for all the guys that are formed. This is the gentleman who has to put up with all the nonsense that goes on before him. My hat is off to him. That is a lot of nonsense.
So what we're doing is we take each unit and we do a sensitivity test on X, K, and K to make sure that they pass the sensitivity test for the longest range. The M7, based on our M3, is about 6 dB stronger than our M3 product we have out there. So he's going to kind of show you how you test an M7 and see the range.
Right, and just in layman's terms, 6 dBs translates to about double
the distance.
the range.
Yeah.
That's significant. 3D is about 50%, and then 6 dB is double. That's a pretty substantial increase. And you don't need an M7 in the rear. You don't need as strong of an antenna in the rear as you do in the front, and hence why the M7 is in the front, M3 Plus is in the back. It's pretty simple. Okay, we're going to go up.
Turn the display so you can see it go.
Alright, so this is the M7 here, placing the antenna towards the detection.
Just go KA.
And then you close the door, I take it, to
No, not really.
not necessarily, okay. And now you're hitting
Well-
it with some, effectively some radar?
Right. You have to have this in here calibrated for 50
Oh,
seconds
calibrated.
for it to get to where it needs to be. There's X-band there.
X-band.
And this would be K-band.
K-band.
KE band.
K-A
And
band.
then the up arrow here represents us getting hit by the front.
Right. Do you try the three main frequencies of KA?
Yes, sir.
33.8, 34.7, 35.5 in North
Here's
America.
34.7 here. But on here it doesn't actually show the 34.7. It'll just flash, representing that I did see it.
Yeah. You could put the display mode or spec mode or, yeah.
Yes, sir. And as you see here again, it'll flash and signify the 35.5. So,
Right. Now, may I ask, when you do this, does this start with a very weak signal and then it ramps up in, what is it, minus dBm? Is that the terminology? And you look for a certain threshold of what
Yeah.
your target is?
yes, it'll
It's based-
start. You go ahead.
Good, Jeremy.
It'll start at 120 for the frequency,
Right.
and then if it doesn't hit that, we'll drop it down to dBs. It'll go off around until 115 dBs. If it's slower than that, within plus or minus, it'll be weak.
Right, and just for the sake of understanding, that those sensitivity numbers vary really from chamber to chamber.
Yes,
So
sir.
you cannot compare one detector manufacturer to one chamber test to yours. It's all relative to what your systems are calibrated
Exactly.
to for the sensitivity. So just be clear. When you're looking at numbers, you can't compare one to the other. All you need to know is relative to the reference that they had previously, the M3s, for example, or other M4s, you know where your M7s are doing, and you're looking for that 6 dB increase in threshold, right, Jeremy?
Yes, sir. That's
There
correct.
you go. So that puts that in the proper context. Okay, thanks.
All right, you're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.
Take care.
You too.
Okay, some of you I'm sure probably know, and I've been cursed probably sometimes in the walls of this place, hopefully not. I'm the Vail guy, and I've done reviews in the real world. Done reviews in the real world for many years, and Escort's certainly been featured often in those reviews. Obviously, they make a lot of products, leading in the industry over a lot of years, and therefore you're going to see a lot of reviews on these products. I'm also here on behalf of Radar Busters, and of course to show you what the Escort operation is all about. So it's been a real privilege. Thank you. And ladies. And this is the crew. Westchester, North America, American made, assembled.
Yeah.